Not HR, not even the leadership programs companies love printing on glossy brochures. It's that moment when you go from being responsible for your work to being responsible for people and their livelihood, and the ground shifts under your feet. Most first-time managers walk straight into that moment blind, unequipped, untrained, unprepared for the emotional weight, the psychological complexity, and the pressure that hits the second someone calls you their manager. So let me tell you the truth nobody tells you. Your title won't make you a leader. Pressure will. Hi, Unbreakable leaders. I'm PAVNESS, courage decision scientist and leadership coach. For 23 years inside Fortune 500 companies helping build and scale billion-dollar brands, I watched leaders crumble, hesitate, or rise the moment they were put in charge of people. And what I learned is this: leadership is not a promotion. It's a psychological shift, a spiritual assignment, a pressure test of who you really are. Welcome to PAVNESS Unbreakable Leadership Lab, Courage Under Pressure. If you're becoming a manager for the first time, or you're realizing you've been managing for years without the tools you actually need, this episode is for you. Let's get into it. I want to take you into a moment burned into my memory. A young manager, brilliant, driven, hungry, walks into a boardroom full of executives for the very first time. She rehearsed her talking points, she memorized the data, she practiced her tone, she ironed her blouse 3 times. But the moment she opened her mouth, something unexpected happened. Her voice shook, her hands trembled, her throat tightened, her brain, normally sharp, went silent. She felt her entire sense of worth suddenly on trial, not because she wasn't prepared, not because she wasn't capable, but because nobody told her the truth. When you start leading people, you stop being evaluated only on your output and start being evaluated on your courage. And here's the truth nobody tells you. Most first-time managers fail not because they're incompetent, but because their nervous system isn't ready for the pressure of being seen, questioned, challenged, or responsible for others. You've been here too. You know that moment when someone asks you a question in front of others and your body reacts before your brain can form a sentence. You feel exposed, you feel judged, you feel like you're back in 5th grade being called on by a teacher who never believed in you. That's not poor leadership. That's a nervous system hijack. That's fear distortions. That's chaos fragility. That's decisional drag. That's identity collapse disguised as nerves. Leadership exposes every unhealed part of you. Your need to be liked, your fear of disappointing people, your unresolved boss trauma, your need for certainty, your fear of being wrong, your fear of being seen as not enough. Leadership puts all of it under a spotlight. But here's the twist, the thing that should change how you see your entire career. When you become a manager, you don't rise to leadership. You rise to the level of your emotional maturity. Read that again. Your team doesn't need your title. They need your presence, your clarity, your emotional steadiness under pressure. That's why I want to give you the 15 pieces of career advice every first-time manager should hear from someone who's lived inside the Fortune 500 trenches for 2 decades. This isn't the HR handbook version. This is the battlefield version, the crisis room version, the midnight email version, the I've led during layoffs, AI rollouts, reorgs, broken systems, fragile egos, and impossible deadlines version. This is the real list. Here we go. 1. Your team will copy your nervous system, not your words. If you're anxious, they'll be anxious. If you're calm, they'll rise to your calm. 2, you don't need to know everything, just the courage to ask better questions. Your job isn't answers, it's clarity. 3, praise publicly, coach privately, discipline rarely and surgically. Leaders who humiliate people lose the room forever. 4, bad meetings are your fault. Learn to run meetings like a pilot runs a cockpit. Clear objective, clear roles, clear landing. 5, your first reaction under pressure is almost always fear-based. Don't speak from fear. Pause, then lead. 6, never confuse being liked with being respected. You're not here to be their friend. You're here to protect their performance, their growth, their safety, and their clarity. 7, assume most conflict is actually confusion. If someone's acting out, they're unclear, not toxic. 8, your credibility is built in private moments and lost in public ones. Integrity is the quiet work. 9, over-communicate clarity, undersupply chaos. Never let your team wonder where things stand. 10, document everything you want to remember when pressure hits. Under stress, your brain lies. Paper doesn't. 11, your team is not your emotional support system. Get a mentor, get a coach, get a therapist, but don't unload downward. 12, You're not lazy, you're overwhelmed, you're not indecisive, you're scared. Leadership is 80% managing your inner world. 13, burnout happens when you carry more emotional labor than authority. Balance the load or break under it. 14, you don't need to be perfect, you need to be repairable. When you make a mistake, own it, clean it, move. 15, and the biggest one, you teach people how to treat you from day one. Set boundaries early, protect your energy, honor your voice, model courage. Everything else will follow. Let me pull this together into something you can use immediately. I want to give you the PAVNESS First-Time Leader Flight Plan. 3 steps, simple, tactical, immediate impact. Step 1, calm the cockpit. When pressure rises, people look at your face, they look at your breathing, your tone, your eyes. Your job is to stabilize the emotional climate. 1 deep, calm breath, shoulders down, voice steady, eyes direct. If your nervous system is calm, your team will feel safe. Step 2, clarify the mission. Pressure creates chaos. Chaos kills execution. Say this out loud. Here's our objective. Here's our timeline. Here's who owns what. You cannot over-communicate clarity. Step 3, courage the moment. Leadership is micro-courage. Saying the thing, asking the question, setting the boundary, redirecting energy, protecting the truth. Small courageous moments create big leadership presence. Now here's how you apply this today. The next time someone challenges you, you pause, you breathe, you don't defend, you get curious, you ask, tell me more. The next time you feel overwhelmed, you say, let's simplify the mission, write it down, laser it in. The next time you feel pressure tightening your chest before a meeting, you say, my nervous system is reacting, not my leadership, and you choose calm command. Here's your playbook. Use it today. 1, every morning, 60-second calm reset. Your team is inhaling your energy. 2, before every meeting, define the mission in 1 sentence. If you can't explain it simply, you can't lead it. 3, end every week, write down 3 wins and 1 lesson. Leadership is accumulated self-awareness. 4, ask your team 1 courageous question per week. What's something you need from me that you're afraid to say? 5, and practice the sentence that will save your career. I don't know yet, but I will find out. That is leadership maturity. Take a breath, because you're not just becoming a manager, you're becoming someone's first experience of leadership, and they will remember you for the rest of their careers. If you do this right, you will change lives. You will shape culture. You will become the leader you wish you had. If this helped you, drop a comment with the word leader. Share this with someone stepping into leadership for the first time. And if you're a leader trying to stay clear, confident, and courageous in a world that keeps throwing pressure at you, this is your show. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time inside the Unbreakable Leadership Lab.